Okay, so.
I don't see the connection, but it's clearly interdependent.
Wonder if, the comment about me teleporting all over the place, they just don't notice me do so. I mean, they don't seem to notice me at all. Well, there's a bunch of stuff we could do, but let's just go to, I guess, the research sector. His attack can occur even in previously visited locations. Surprisingly, I knew that, given how much I've exploited them that way. Don't know if exploited is the right word. Murderized them. That sounds better. That sounds better. I've been thinking of how about the whole mission stuff, and I'm like, I don't know if I should worry too much about it. Central research. Oh, hi.
Welcome to the research sector of the Federal Bureau of Control. I'm Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Somebody thought this video would make for great internal communications. I'm looking at you, Mr. Tomasi. So, this is where the magic happens. Anyway, I've been here for 24 years now. I've always been here. And through those years, we've made astonishing discoveries, authored studies of grave importance, and in all this work, there is one thing we know, and that's how little we truly know. Rest assured, we're committed to keep pushing the known laws and borders of reality, and to make the Bureau proud. So, welcome. Assuming you have the necessary clearance, and do follow the safety protocols. Read the manual. Otherwise, bad things will happen.
I like his sweater. Yeah, I just noticed that that's there. I do like the fact that it flashes welcome a bunch. So we can't go here. Lockdown lifted, that's good. So... Oh, hey. Charge faster. Thank you. I really should just quickly take a moment. Missions. Oh, I have no missions I can do right now. That's great. Actually, you guys are not as scary as the... Man, that's satisfying. Ooh, that does not look good down there. Still unsure if I should be leaving those things or not, but I've started to, so I'm going to continue to leave them until told not to. Plant complaint. Hey, so I was just wondering about the plants in research. Is it really necessary to sing to them? I mean, the janitor does have a nice voice, but the plants sure seem to like it. Maybe he just switched it up a bit. He could just switch it up a bit. I'm getting pretty tired of the tango. And where did these plants even come from? No one seems to remember when they were planted. And people like them a bit too much, if you ask me. Am I even being invaded by houseplants? Worth looking into, Dr. Lewis. I mean, I suppose it is worth looking into. just want to throw a whiteboard at someone. Oh no. Oh. Oh. Dr. Darlin's office. Well, let's go. Did get easily distracted. I'll just watch the video. Oh. A glimpse at the paranatural. Synchronicity and the unseen connections. Synchronicity is a phenomenon long recognized by the wise, but only given name by science. But only recently given name by science. It's how we rationalize events' connection by no identical causality, yet clearly conjoined in purpose. How does a dream foretell an event in a physical plane? Why do hounds bail at the death of their master, which has occurred miles away? The world is unfiled. The world is unfiled in ways that we do not yet understand, and sometimes we stumble across these invisible, unseen chords and wonder at the result. The visionary Carl Jung laid the road. Now we must walk it. My field and research department will make Theodore Ash, head of research. Will make it our mission to reliably reproduce blah behavior by the close of 1959. That's a bit late, isn't it? Once done, the machines of synchronicity will lay themselves bare in due time. We stand on the future of science. History may not remember our names, but God himself will. That is really old. So I kind of love the fact that you can just move that. It's a bed. Huh. Oh, there we go. Fixed. There we go. Crazy stuff happening over there. No, let's go and check out Dr. Darlin's office. I mean, I'm presuming we'll be locked out of it. There's totally something up there. His office is there. Astral blip. Oh, is their bodies disappearing? Let's keep going towards his office. Oh, hey, this is literally his office.
I've been fielding issues recently regarding HRAs. What are they for? Do you always need to wear them? And what's the deal with the headroom resonance anyway? Despite what you may have heard, HRAs are not monitoring devices. We're not tracking your movements or listening to your conversations while you're wearing them. We do that regardless whether or not you're wearing
I was about to say.
Think of them as a life preserver. Only instead of water, the thing HRAs protect you from is classified. One day that classified, not water, might pour in, and you'll be glad you got an HRA keeping you afloat. And if you don't have an HRA, don't worry. It'll be, quick and painless. Kidding. I'm kidding.
It'll be slow and painful.
We're making more.
Interesting. Did that get put into... I didn't see the little HRAs. Yeah, I did. He really looks beat up.
I've been fielding questions recently regarding HRAs. What are they for?
Okay. Don't think there was much more there. If there was, whoops. Resonance theory. This is by Darwin. Resonance. It's there, but we can't see it. It vibrates around us, through us, from us. But what if the vibration is conscious? What could a force like that do? Blank opened the door to a blank. I've called blank. The blank emits a force that is far beyond the forces we've previously dealt with. It has shown me so much that I have to wonder, is resonance the key element to all altered phenomenon? AWEs, altered items, objects of power, do they share a common resonance? Maybe that's the blanked word that we have yet to discover. We can harmonize control points. What else would the correct frequency allow us to achieve? What if resonance has been the answer the whole time? Hence the harmonized resonance stuff. Okay. Glad I had that going. Dear Dr. Darwin, from A. Lewis. I suspect my colleague Dr. Harrington has already contacted you asking for an increase in the department's budget. I'm not surprised. Parapsychology has always been the squeaky wheel, all fuss but no results. Parakinesology has always been the stronger department. More breakthroughs, more tangible data, more usable research. I'm sure a man of your esteem can plainly see which department has more deserving the budget increase. Just think of what the additional resources could do for an already formidable research team. Anyway, I know you're a fan of single malt, so I left a bottle of well-aged brown on your desk. Yours in admiration, Dr. Abraham Lewis. So why would you put something classified on your wall and then let it fall while pointing a gun at it? That's weird. Astral Plane by Dallin again. The Bureau has spent years studying why objects of power transport users into the astral plane while touch. My predecessor, Dr. Ash, theorized that a potential potential receptacle determined by jargon, archetypes, and the collective subconscious would be inhabited by paranatural energies when an AOWE occurred in its facility, creating an altered item. Over time, a link was created by the blank and the astral plane to that item, making it an object of power. So many additional theories have been raised since Dr. Ash's time. Objects of power were placed on Earth as test by some astral entity. Our dimension was once part of the astral plane, and the objects were left behind, so its borders reduced. The astral plane was an early threshold into the oldest house, but the connection was severed, and now the two are linked solely through objects of power. I will attempt to disprove some of some of these in order to thin the herd. Hopefully the truth will emerge. Refer to file. We actually get a file this time. Wait. Why do we get files sometimes and not the other times? I just want to see all the things fall. So Darlin's not in his office. That much is for sure. Hey, it's by Pope. Dr. Darlin, objects of power and their astral connections. Dr. Darwin is interested in certain objects of power share a distinct connection to the blank. An entity or group, the board maybe? The entity or group of entities that have little information on or little are allowed to access, that we have little information on. In his written reports, he states that there's a clear link between these objects of power, the board, the astral plane, and the oldest house itself. His work surprises these links are, in fact, innate, in fact, ingrained in the very blank resonance of objects such as the hotline or service weapon. Creation? I don't know. But what if these particular objects were never linked to the blank, but had the connection forced upon them? Isn't it strange that no other objects of power require such direct contact with the blank? Isn't it strange that the service weapon or the hotline will result in grievous harm or even death if the user is not the director or at least worthy of the role? Why do we assume this involvement by the blank is natural fact and not something more blankety blank? Raises good points. That's one thing I like about Pope. She always provides some interesting thoughts. I missed way too many of those shots. He was, chilling on a chair. I'm glad even though the alarms go off, the door's still open.
Constantly changing labyrinth. Can never pass through. Dimensional research. Every measure of security.
Okay, this area seems a lot bigger than I was giving it credit to. Hit the wrong button. I hope you guys like watching all the extra content stuff, because, man, I am super damn fascinated.
I'm averse to using objects of power. I don't want to lean on things I ultimately can't trust.
Fair.
But the ashtray and the cigarette, smoking there forever, have their uses. The ashtray maze they conjure is an impossibly changing labyrinth that no one but the binder, and those the binder invites, can ever pass through. The things we hid in dimensional research, the things Darling studies, the danger and the risk involved, call for every measure of security and protection I could bring to the table. The maze, hands down, is our strongest lock. I gave Darling and his chosen crew license to pass through the maze. Lately, I've started to think I should revoke that license.
It's interesting Because it's hard to say who... Because it definitely feels like there's a falling out, right, between Darlin and Tretch. Oh man, what am I getting myself into? This is very Red Room-like. Or the Black Lounge. Okay. I'm loving this. So oh hey. This is very strange. Although looping through does seem like it helps. That does seem like a full loop. I think because I don't have access yet, it's not letting me progress through. Damn it. And I don't think breaking the room is going to make any difference. Interesting nonetheless. I can't wait to come back and, you know, actually progress. Oops. Forgot that was a thing I could do. Well. Marshall might not even be in research now that I think about it. It might be in containment. Anyway, let's continue researching, exploring research. Shelter back there. Hello. His sniper. Oh, that's not what I want to look at. His snipper. Bureau snipers specialize in unlimited threats from distance, using the telltale searchlights affixed on their rifles to search for targets. His snipers are no less lethal. The corruption has not changed their tactics. They clearly prefer to maintain a good distance from the targets, waiting in elevated positions for a clear shot. Care should be taken in open spaces. Check the balconies. I should note that their rifles are equipped with a bayonet for close range combats, and the His snipers are well aware of how to use it. There's a shelter down here. Some creepy noises about. Keep going down. This game is quite big. Mold. Looks like he got burned. Interesting. Yep. Well, let's see what's down here.